This ain't entertainment. This is a move. This is prophecy with a pulse. A soundtrack for the remnant. We don't just make music. We speak fire from the corners of the city to the gates of the kingdom. From survival to revival, from chemo chairs to dry bones rising. Yorelis Radio ain't just about beats. It's about power. Power to heal. Power to rise. Power to remember who we really are. We're street bred, spirit led, anointed with the oil of war and peace. We don't fold. We don't flinch. We go gangster on fear. We go holy on sickness. We go full of flames for the people of Yah. So if you're tired of dead religion, if you're done with fake healing, if your soul been searching for the real sound of heaven, you just tapped in. This is Yorelis, and this is the sound of faith on fire.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Oh, I just forgot. Man, let me see. I get to it. Well, I welcome you all back to Rooted in Hebrew. Today is the 9th of August. Time is moving on. It's not slowing down for no one. And it's not holding back on no one. And along with all of this time that's moving with, there is something brewing on the media. And I knew it was going to happen. And I spoke about this. Shalom, shalom, Sister Patia. Shabbat shalom, rather. The media is oversaturating white and black conflict. I mean, it's oversaturation. And I see a danger. I see a system attempting to pick a fight. That's what I'm seeing. AI is coming up with these little small commercials, and it's always a white person talking down to a black person or something of that nature, just to get the anger started. So now, whoever's pushing all the buttons to make all these movements, they're making the movements. They're doing it. And I think that this reparation thing, I don't think that it was upset. I mean, I think they was upset at the response that people gave their opinion as to their reparations. And they didn't like it. The ones who was pushing it out there thinking, hey, we're finna go catfishing. And you're looking at us as a catfish. But we didn't bite. I'm glad you're seeing this, Sister Patia. They're pushing it out there. They pushing it out there. I mean, I don't care how old the case may be. They are out there pushing this agenda. They're looking for us to retaliate because it's just like this world is looking for a reason. We just need these Negroes to bite at something so we can come back and put it into the history books. We had to retaliate. That's what I'm saying, brothers. They're doing some dumb, crazy things, and they don't care what. You can have a camera. They got a Messiah, at least for 4 years. A get out of jail free card. That's the danger. And then at the same time, these politicians gave this man absolute fleshly power. That's what they have given him. And what do you think they're going to do? Once in a lifetime, you have this in your hand. how you go down in history? What would your legacy look like? So now, yeah, brothers, and I'm truthfully, this is what this is all about. It's for the brothers and sisters. There's a very serious danger standing right before us. We didn't bite with this last political nonsense, and they showed how upset they was about that. Boom, we didn't bite. We didn't bite too much on this reparation thing. I got a lot of conflict. That's about it. But this the second time. It's the second time now. African Americans did not bite. Now, the thing is, what they're pushing out on the media, they're just trying to get things brewed. They're trying to get emotions at a particular level. That's all they're looking at doing. And I'm seeing that this media feed, this AI, whoever's feeding this AI and everything of that nature, they looking for us to bite on it. That's all they're looking for. If they, if the government has to affect your money, they're going to do it. If it gets you to a little frustrating situation, brothers and sisters, this is not the first time they ever did this. Go back to the 60s. Their brothers over there fighting in Vietnam and everything. Came back feeling good about themselves, only not to find a job, only to find themselves robbing banks, only to find themselves sitting at home thinking about what they did over in Vietnam. And they came back with all type of sickness and broke, frustrated, stressed. They know exactly what they need to do. This is that warning, brothers and sisters. Pay attention to your surroundings. Look at what these people are trying to do. They are trying their very best to get us to bite. That's what they want. But at the same time, they want to make light in these commercials that we're good. You know, black and whites, let me see, arrangement, or this is the best time ever. That's what they want to put out there, pretend like it is. And that we all know, hey, when a lady can go out there, call a child a nigger, and get millions of dollars because she felt threatened, that right there should tell you something. There's a whole lot of hate out there. You were thinking that, hey, if anybody was messed up from it, should have been the child. Just like the little child in Detroit, the little sister who had to defend her mother. But what type of, do you see millions of dollars going to that little sister? No, you do not. You ain't going to hear about it. Much less see. If anything, that mother and that daughter may be on the run. Got to hide their identity to protect her daughter. Hold on for a moment. These people just talking right in front of my door. Hold on just for a moment. I'm sorry about that. I'm back. But this is a very serious situation that I see that the world is trying to put us in. Well, I ain't gonna say that the world is trying to put us in. They got us in it. If whatever situation they push out there is, and we don't bite, boom. They're going to try something else. But everything they have been using that used to work doesn't work. It does not work any longer. With this awakening, oh, good night. That's the worst thing that could ever happen to this world. That's the worst thing. I'm going to tell you something about this awakening and what's going on in this world. Have you ever seen a piece of concrete? I ain't going to say a piece, a nice sizable piece of concrete. And you see a little, let's say a little tree is growing up in between that concrete, in the cracks, whatever. And people usually don't pay it no mind. Or they may come and cut it down. But the fact that the root got into it and it's still getting water, the tree, it comes back to eventually start to grow a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger until the roots of that tree goes beyond that piece of concrete. Over time, it takes time. Over time, those roots eventually gets to where it wants to get to. It knows I need to go deeper in order for me to get stronger. I need to go deeper in order for me to get stronger. Because now you're sitting like in the concrete, you're not that tree is not getting all of what it needs. It's getting some just to sustain life. But once those roots get beneath that concrete, what happened to that concrete, brothers and sisters? What happened to it? It started to crack up. It started to form cracks. But now when this tree started to grow, what happens? Those roots get bigger. Now, you want to talk about cracking? No, it's beyond cracking. And this is where we are right now. The foundation of this world, brothers and sisters, the depth of this awakening is beneath the concrete. And the roots are strong. Not only are they just cracking the surface, it's breaking the surface. Look at this world. Shalom, shalom, Sister Angela. Shabbat shalom, rather. Look at this world. What? This earth. Russia supposedly had another, what was it, 7 point something earthquake again. And then they said it was an earthquake that hit, that screwed up to like 1,000 miles into the sky. Come on now. Yeah, this is the concrete of this system. And now they upset because now we woke. We sing, we know the history, we know how they move. And now we're starting to understand. Now we're not biting on that. We're not biting. And when they see you not falling for the okie doke, they get upset. These Negroes think they know everything. That's what it is. This is what we are at right now, brothers. This is the reason why we're seeing all these commercials, whether it's AI generated or somebody's putting it out there, and things of that nature. And what's so sad about it? These cops, officials, or whatever, like I said, they do not care whether you got them on camera. They do not. This is that 4 years. Excuse me, that they feel this is the opportune time for them to shine. If it's for one last time, this is for them to shine. Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom, Brother Robert. This is what they're looking at. This is their mindset. This is their mindset. They showing old videos of this brother. I think it was in Cincinnati. They showing it like it's smack brand new. When the brother, they hit, they had him in the back of the police van, and he hit the brakes, and he went head first into that metal wall, and it broke his neck or something. But he couldn't move his legs, couldn't move his arms, or nothing. They showing that video like it's smack brand new. Why are they digging up old stuff, brothers, and then pushing it out there on these media channels? And everybody that's in that car, yeah, and you may see one or two whites, but the vast majority of them are people that look like us. This thing that they're doing in Arkansas, they building the white community. Not them. That ain't none of my business. I know where not to go. But everything now, brothers, me and you, we may know what it's truthfully about. Do you see Black people reaching out for power to overtake someone? Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Brother Earl. Truthfully, we want to be left alone, but they keep dragging us into it. They keep dragging us into it. That's what they're doing. And they're hoping. And truthfully, brothers, it's like a double dose. They want to show these commercials, not commercial, well, not just the commercials. They want to show you incidents with police officers and so-called African Americans. That's what dominates. If you go in there and you type in anything, Black people and police officer, you're going to get a good gob of them. Of them. They know exactly what they're doing. They know what to push out there. We need some attitude. We need for people to do this here. We need for people to do that there. This is their agenda, and they're doing it. They have things in place, but it would appear, brothers, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong on this. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on. That's what I'm talking about, Brother Earl. That's what they want. That's what they want. They're looking for a reason. That's all they're looking for is a reason. And one day they're going to get it. But they are not going to have the success that they're hoping, praying, and thinking that they're going to get. It's not. You want to talk about a shift? This is the most high shift. This is his shift. And this is one of the shifts that this will be that one what the world wish they never shook. But they are so accustomed to doing things according to their desire. That's what they're accustomed to. And being accustomed, arrogant, privileged, all of that, brothers, is going to be a can of worms. That's what it's going to be. And it's already amounting to it. Well, it's amounting to it. But the thing about it, brother, this is just my encouragement. Don't. I mean, it's difficult not to feed into it. Because trust and believe, we're going to get an incident. We're going to hear about an incident where the police did some heinous thing, did a heinous thing, and is going to hit like George Floyd. They want that. They want that situation. They want to reload that situation. That's what they want. But this time, they go heighten this up in order for that war, this incident that they want to happen. Well, brothers, they're looking at what? 14% of the makeup of 14% of Black people in this country, and they're already small. That's in their little bitty minds. We're small. And they got inside the head as to what they want to do. But I'm gonna tell you like this, brothers. Just like when they made the statement that God Himself cannot sink this ship. And we're talking about the Titanic. Just like the statement that the governor of Texas said, if God was here in Texas illegal, we would deport him. Their words are they're not the Most High said, I will not be mocked. Oh, brother, yeah, what are you talking about? I wouldn't be surprised they just landed. They had one guy who was around here planning how to kill 30 African Americans. That's what he sitting around here. You want to kill 30,000 African American. Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Sister Cynthia. 30,000. And so these people are being brazenly bold. They have the media. People want to be in front of a camera. They want to say this. They want to say that. And they want to do this. And they want to do that. Brothers, this is what's the word can I say? What can I use for it? This is it is a privileged time, brothers. It is, but it's also a dangerous time because you don't know who's watching you, especially these truck drivers. You don't know. You go to the gas station. The person could be working at the trucking company. And somebody can have it in for him. Oh, he's going to be going over this way here. We call Billy Bob to pick him up and so on, so on, so. Look at this is just for our safety. We got to put you in handcuffs and you get in the car. And they just start driving off. So now, what do you think brothers are going to be doing now? No. And this is just my encouragement. You know for a fact you ain't doing anything wrong. Stand in the front or the back of the car, no cuffs. Because when they cuff you, they got you somewhat. And that's a very dangerous position to be in. And then at the same time, brothers, I want y'all to think about this now. They gave this man absolute power. So now you start looking at these commercials, not commercials, these incidents. Well, I'm going to have to put you in custody. You're not arrested, but for your safety and my safety. No, brothers and sisters, they can keep that nonsense. I'm going to be straight and frank with you. No, I stand over here by this car or whatever. But you're not putting no bracelets on me. Because we've seen a situation that seemed to be playing out. That little young brother, that brother had to be 30-some years old in Carolina, North Carolina, South Carolina, one of them, that he was hanging from a tree. That brother, big as he was, you ain't gonna throw that brother. You're not gonna touch him and think if he grab a hold to you, he can hem you up. Somebody had to lure that brother to that situation. Sister Cynthia, it gives them it gives them something that is unbelievable. The last one I seen, Brother Earl, was a brother. They say they found the truck just sitting in the lot. So, these brothers is just not getting in any people's cars, brothers. We don't move like that. We do not move that way. You're not going to tell me that this sound like the police. Little dirty cop on a little flaky nonsense. Got his boys waiting for them to bring another one. I got another one. It's going to the Most High said, whatever's in the darkness shall come to the light. Brothers and sisters, and when that do hit the light, that ain't gonna be nothing pretty. Off the top, brother, I mean, this is that time, truthfully, brothers. This is the time where you thought that you lived in a bad neighborhood. That bad neighborhood is going to be the one that's going to be protecting you now. That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. Everybody, we was trying our best to find a decent neighborhood. But it seems with these unquestionable drive-bys, you got brothers and sisters on the west and south side of Chicago questioning the drive-bys. I said, no, you go, brother, you going to the west side, south side. They were like, ain't no feud going on with no brothers here. So the drive-by, and so hold on just for a moment. They questioning these unsolvable drive-bys, and it was in that. And you talk to the majority of the brothers that seen people, the people that was doing the shooting. They clothed down, no skin shown, none. No, brothers. When I say that this is something that we should be taking to heart deeply. Deeply. If you and this is just me, you're a single person, sister, and thing, and you might be your little condo or whatever the situation may be. Let me just say it this way. There was an incident, and it was this sister, and she met up with this Gentile guy at a bar. They had some drinks, then they went to another place to eat at and everything. They went somewhere else, and then she went back to his place. The short end of the stick was this. He cut that sister body up and threw her and placed her body all over the beach. This is the stuff that's out in the media, brother. This is the stuff I'm looking at. Now, I'm trying to get to something else, and I'm just clicking, but it's showing all of these incidents that's been done to Black people. So then, truthfully, what do you think my emotions supposed to be? What do you think? If we are accustomed to this type of nonsense, when you talk about police misconduct, who are the number one people that has the most complaints? You can't even go to AI. AI can't do nothing but tell the truth on that one. The most oppressed people, brothers, what they got going on is going to a whole nother level. Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Brother Kenneth. We're the target. We are the target. If it ain't something that they're putting into your food, if you're talking about just walking the street, walking while black, shopping while black, eating while black, or just being black, you're going to be harassed. That's what you're going to be. Now we come to understand how the Most High said, we could be leaving here weeping, crying. This is ridiculous. Every nation, when I say every nation, I mean about every nation has come up against us. What was that? Uganda. Brother was telling me, he said, the Indians are so disrespectful in their country towards them. This is what they're saying. So now our struggle is going to be the same. Don't get me wrong. The Indians don't too much care for African Americans, but hey, we're that one that lay hands. They lay hands on the brothers there because they lay hands on them because what? They can't afford to fight back, because if they fight back, they'll lose their jobs. So yes, when you're talking about biting your tongue, they're doing more than just biting their tongues, brothers. They're doing a whole lot more than just biting their tongue. We don't too much bite our tongue. No, we do not. This has become tiresome. That's what it is. It's becoming that. But at the same time, while all of this is going on, brothers and sisters, there is an authority that has been pushed out there like there's no tomorrow. There is an authority that has been pushed out there to Israel. Brothers, think about this for a moment. All of this nonsense they're pushing out, and we're not biting. We're not biting. All the little tricks they used to play. And back in the days, they used to get us caught up. They're not getting us caught up any longer. Oh, they didn't bite on this. Oh, well, we'll try this over here. And that didn't work. Got all of this stuff that's going on, brothers. And what is it that we're not seeing? We see distraction a mile off. But out of all of this that we are seeing on the media, the Most High is reaching out to us to say, reach inside, light your spirit. You're going to do things that Yahushua didn't do. You're going to do things that Yahushua didn't do. You're going to do things his disciples didn't do. If we started to notice how wicked the Satan system is getting, brothers, it's truthfully, this is the biggest, the grandest distraction that you can ever see right before your face. When they can, when you could take a police officer or anyone else in front of a camera and still do what they had in their heart to do. They're doing it. That's desperation, brothers. That is Satan himself showing how desperate he is. Why? Because he needs you to feed into the fear. That's what he needs. So I need my people not to be scared to show out in front of this camera. So he got his people doing it. They're not scared to show out in front of that camera. They would deal with that later. Oh, you go tell me I got to go to jail, so and so, and then Trump signs them right out. I don't care. They stay there for 3 years. That last day in office, all of them coming out of, all of them is going to come out of prison. You can't be tried twice for the same crime. That's they say it is law, but brothers and sisters, look at the distraction. This is a very strong distraction. And if this distraction being at its strength, it's meant to throw each and every last one of us off. This is the reason why the Most High keeps saying, get that spirit. You're going to need it. You're going to need it. When you have that spirit, brothers, you have that spirit, that authority. You will have discernment. Oh, you're going to look at somebody and say, oh, yeah, him. And they may be talking normal, but you're going to be able to discern. Nah, he on some dumb stuff. My spirit just don't vibe with him. You're going to know this. This is what the Most High is asking you to do. And truthfully, brothers, we're going to need it. Sisters, we're going to need it. You're going to be able to listen. Hey, we here to help and so and so, so and so, so and so, so and so. And you may be a brother or a sister in the middle of a conflict, and you seeing things going south over here, going south over there, and somebody run up, hey, y'all come over here. We gonna protect you. But you got that discernment. No, you be like, no, we good. When that spirit speaks with you, you will know. Most High's not gonna put you in no danger. As long as you listen to him and you practice listening to him. This, brother, if you want to talk about putting your flesh on notice, mark it this day. The flesh is on notice. The flesh is on notice. This is not that time when me and Brother Ken are going back and forth. This is not that time for me and Brother Earl or Sister Cynthia. This is just not that time. We are all under attack and we thinking we all individual. We're not. We are all together marked. Period. That's who we are. Now, whether you want to believe that or not, that remains to be seen within your spirit. Because when you step outside and they have that little thing going on, you will look just like the ones they want to get to. This is their makeup, brothers. We're not built that way. They are. They built upon mayhem, torture, fear, you name it. They got the devil in their back pocket. They can dial them up instantly. This is the people that we are surrounded by. Did not Yahushua say you are sheep in the midst of wolves? And the sad thing about it, the brothers, is this. I seen Sister E, she did a clip. It was some Asian people trying, trying to steal. I ain't gonna say steal, but they want the soulfulness of our groove, our moves. That's what they want, but they don't want you. The world right now, brothers and sisters, they feel, well, we got enough swagger. We got enough singers that sound like they black. We got enough singers that can put down an R&B album. We got enough whites that can act and be like, and act street. And it seems like, what else do we need with them? There's nothing else they can do for us. They entertained us. We got it. You got the Asian that go out there. They would literally go out there and get their hair napped up so they can have that little smooth lining. Who brought that? Arab thinking they were saying, oh, now, yeah, blacks wish they can do it. I'm like, fool, are you stupid? We started the lining. That started with us. When y'all start looking at that black man, you start looking at how he had his hair cut and lined up. It is a truth. We are a trendsetter. Shabbat shalom, Sister Zenobia. The world is saying, brothers, they feel that they got all what they need to get out of us. We don't need them. Some said, well, we never needed them. Cool, okay. And see, now, you get to a point where you go like, okay, well, you do you and we'll do me. I do me. But is all of this called for? But prophetically, yes. Common sense from a nation? No. But this is the way they got to get down. This is the way they got to get down. This is absolute jealousy at its worst. This is what this is. This is what it is. And this is very serious, bro. This is very serious. The more they do, brothers and sisters, pay attention to the change of weather patterns and what's going on with earthquakes, volcanoes, these tsunamis. You're starting to see them all over. It's like the more they act out towards us, the earth is just like spitting up. Shabbat shalom, Sarah Sam. That's what they're doing. That's how it appears. The stronger, well, I ain't gonna say the stronger, but the more they lash out at Yah's people, I'm gonna say this again. Touch not my anointed. And they keep touching. They keep touching. They keep snuffing out the flame of his people. They keep touching. They're going to see something. They're going to see something they will wish they never seen. And this is what's going on this world scene, period. You know what, sister? Hold on. Boom. Um, shoot. You know what? Let me tell you something, sis. Now, Sister Cynthia, but they don't see that. They see you, a tore up people. You ain't up to no good, and all this stuff and everything. But it'd be the same people that said, "But you are not. What you are, up to no good." They'd be in your neighborhoods with a restaurant, gas station. When I tell you, brothers and sisters, all of these nations that's serving or call themselves doing a service in our neighborhoods, when they talk about catfish and this and that, and they just they I ain't gonna say they don't know. Some do, some may not. But hey, if we can be destroyed due to a lack of knowledge, what do you think the world can be about? The same thing applies to this system, to the nations. The nations are destroyed due to a lack of knowledge of my people. They've been knowing, brothers, they've been practicing this stuff down for thousands of years. So the same type of punishment that came down upon us is going to come down on the world. Well, we didn't know. Well, what you did not know is not my problem. My people got laid down just like yours. So what do you expect? I tell you, how the Most High is going to use all of this to wake his people up. I can see something like this being used, because it's like the church is not saying nothing. The churches are not saying. Matter of fact, when you do get a preacher up there, I was this preacher I was looking at online. He was talking about us, black preacher, and he was not speaking fondly of us. He was not sympathetic at all. He was not. He wasn't. See, those are the type of people that just need to sit back. I don't care if you bald in the top of your head and you think you got wisdom. If you can't sit back, look at the history of a people that's supposed to look like you. But then you come by, it's another guy. What's the guy's name? He sound like he drunk to me every time he come on. What's that dude's name? But he's a devout Christian. He's a very devout Christian. And man, was it Jesse something? I forgot. That's the type of stuff, brothers, with this awakening. I mean, me myself, I'm not even trying to tolerate it. I don't too much listen to a lot of the conversation. The last one I heard with him, it was with what's that girl's name? The sister's name. What's that sister's name? Monique. And she was talking about, and he asked her, was she a Christian? She said no. And she said, and I know his first name is Jesse. I don't know about what is that? Duplantis? Wait a minute. Well, anyway, I'm gonna say it this way. She said no. And so what happened? She said, when did Jesus become a Christian? Show me in the Bible. Well, that is an excellent point, because you're not going to see it in the Bible. You're not going to see it. And then she questioned the name Jesus. Why did they change his name? She said, my name is Mo. Hey, who was that? No, it wasn't her. It was somebody else. They were stating that, why is it that this Savior went through these name changes? And you are Sister Cynthia from wherever, and you go to, let's see, you go to Australia, you still go be Cynthia. That's who you want to be. Your name don't change it because you went to a different land. It does not. The God, or the Zeus, brothers, did he change his name? But when it came to someone that is closely related, let me take closely out. Someone who is related to you, his name got changed. That's a problem. And it was done for a reason. It was done for a demonic reason. And now, since this concrete is cracking all up and breaking and earthquaking apart, yes, this system is very concerned and is very, ain't nobody gonna tell me anything. They scared. This system is scared because they're starting to see a change of power. Right now, they can't. It's only so many fronts that they can fight. This is what they're looking at. But at the same time, brothers, we have to, we got to move in a way that is smart, protective, and at the same time with discernment. And the sooner we understand it, the better off we're going to be, because brothers and sisters, we keep on talking about this here and that there, and we keep on separating ourselves. They're going to be picking us off like cherries from a tree. They're going to pick us off one at a time, because what? Oh, this brother over here don't like this brother over here. All right, boom. Satan knows this, brothers. He knows it. He don't like him because he preaches a flea doctrine. I ain't gonna say that he, but this is the type of conflict that the devil is looking at. So I need to keep up that conflict between him and him. And everybody in the middle, you'll have some over here, you'll have some over there, and then you're gonna have some in the middle. All three of them, all three groups are separated. That's the danger that we are in right now. That's what we are in. And don't get me wrong, we do know that the Most High said he's the one who's going to bring his people together. Not this brother over here, not that brother over there. Now, I don't care what you may have in your head. If you call yourself a moray or a teacher or a minister or a pastor, you will never bring Yah's people together. You can do your part. You can do your part. But it's going to be the Most High who's going to bring us together. And that's the thing, brothers. It's us doing our part. Me and Sister Cynthia, we may have a different understanding on a certain scripture. But one thing we do agree about is Yahushua HaMashiach is our Savior. We got that. We know that Yahuwah is our creator. We got that. We know that, hey, these laws are not done away with. And brothers and sisters, and that's how you move on. That's how you move on. Everything else, let the Most High straighten it out, because he's going to straighten it out. Now, when there's some vast interpretation of the scriptures, find what you can find, and you may have to respect your brothers and sisters from a distance. As long as you respect them, you're good to go. You may have a brother that may believe it. Like I said, let's just get this is just an example. Joseph was the father of Yahusha. I don't agree. I don't believe that. I don't. I don't even teach it. So, but you may have a brother who believes that. Only thing you can do is try to reason from the scriptures. And if you cannot come to a reasonable understanding, leave it alone and leave it in the Most High's hand. And that may be a person you probably want to, hey, all right then, brother, so on, so on. And that be that brother you may respect from a distance. But at the same time, when that brother sees you in some type of danger, although you may have that different understanding, he's going to come to your aid because that respect is there. That's the thing. But if you keep on going back and forth with your brothers and sisters, the devil knows exactly what he needs to do because he don't want this brother over here who may be preaching a flea doctrine. He don't want him to awaken to that authority. That's what he don't want. So now, if he can get on this brother's nerve, and then get on this brother's nerve who don't like what he's preaching, and then he may don't like what he's preaching. Well, he got two brothers who's going to spend unnecessary time hating and fighting one another instead of fighting for that spirit that is waiting within. That's the danger, brothers and sisters, that we are in right as we speak. I'm going to talk about that until the day somebody, we get it. We got it. We move on with it. Bump all this other nonsense, conflicts we have with brothers and sisters. Conflicts are going to be here as long as you got Satan. He's the father of conflicts. What was that? All the little civil wars in Africa. Gentiles. If you really want to boil it all down, it always have their name at the end of it and the beginning of it. Gentile originated, the creator. That's what we have seen. Not just us. Not just us, the world. The world knows their history. Although the world came upon us a lot more. But the Most High, we had to go through it. We had to go through it. Our forefathers kept on wanting to be with the nations, and the Most High gave it to them. The only thing about it, brothers and sisters, is this: we got the brunt of it. We got the brunt of the system. That's what we got. They didn't get this. We got it. We got it. If you want to talk about a people that's coming, that's seeing the reality of what the Most High was saying back then, we're those people now that understand what he was saying thousands of years ago. It's like a bulb that went off, boom, because we felt it. We felt every last ounce of up and close and personal with the devil. We danced in the middle of the street with the devil. We got trampled on so bad. It is absolutely unbelievable how far and wide we got trampled. But the Most High had to let it ride. He had to. He had to let it ride because now we felt it. African American, yes, our blood is tainted. Got a little European in it. But he had to let his word go forth. He had to. He had to let it go forth in order for his people to see this is how the world is. What do you, brothers and sisters? The Ten Commandments. You brothers and sisters, do you know where those laws came from? Where they came from? Who the Most High was looking at when he was making these laws for his people? He was looking at the world. That's what he was looking at. He said, you should not do this here. You should not do that there. He was looking at what the world was doing. Because he had taken out a people for himself. When he was talking about, I'm trying to figure out that. When he was talking about the alphabet, what group of people that we know that we know scripturally, that's what they did. They were Hamites. That's what they were. Everything, even down to the food. The Most High was looking at things. He said, now these people here that I'm taking out from my own possession, they're going to be different. They're going to be set apart. No, they cannot eat these food. The nations, they can eat that food. But they can't. They go represent me. They're going to be a holy nation. For who? For the world. They're going to be a representation. So they want to speak to the nations. They're going to rule these nations. But we had to go through all of this, brothers and sisters. We had to go through thousands of years in and out of slavery. This is what we had to go through. And now here we are at a threshold where there's an exodus knocking at the door. That's what we have right now. But at the same time, we still got some flesh that needs to be cleaned up. That's that hatred between brothers and sisters and things. Oh, don't get me wrong, brothers and sisters. Yeah, the scriptures do say that, what was it, Matthew chapter 24 and Luke chapter 21, what brothers and sisters are going to be doing, betraying one another. And so with all of this betraying, there's still an exodus. That exodus is not going to stop just because a brother or sister betrayed you. No, it's not going to stop. It's going to continue. This is one of the most, not destructive, what's the word? Not destructive. This is a very heavy distraction. Like I was saying about a week ago, I said, brothers and sisters, when you brothers and sisters start using that authority and you're doing some things we have never seen before, Satan is going to come in. Trust and believe. He's going to come in. He's going to come in. If he got to use AI to generate a video and bump this in, and people are like, is this real? Then you may be one of the brothers or sisters out here doing this, and it's something that's real, just to put up a distraction against you. When I tell you, brothers, when the Most High said that flame, that spirit is within you, the Most High is not a person that he should lie. He's not. Start speaking against a lot of the things, brothers, that we may be accustomed to, and put ourselves in a better light. This is what the Most High is saying. You have that power to put yourself in a better light. And that better light, brothers, is not always money. It's not always, matter of fact, money is what, money can put you in so much trouble. Oh, please. But it's not always money, brothers. This is what we need to be doing. Should be doing, practicing it. And at times, it may be that person may need to practice wielding their tongue, using the power that they have in their tongue, of that spirit. Bring it on out. Speak it. This is this is very troubling times, because it may be one of us that may be on in the eyes of YouTube when it comes to situation with law enforcement. I gave you a direct order, although they flaky and shaky. They want you to flinch a little bit. They're putting it all in TV shows. Brothers, Satan's system knows exactly what he's trying to do and what he's trying to provoke from you. I can't say, brothers, don't put your emotions on the back burner, because the Most High is not putting his on the back burner. But I am going to say this. Keep your emotions in check. Get that spirit lit, brothers. Get it lit. Get that spirit lit, because that may be one of the person may come up on you with that lit spirit. Hoo-wee. Yeah, buddy. That ain't gonna be good for him. I know that person gonna be wishing, I wish I never came up on this Negro here. Brothers, Sister Zenobia, that ain't gonna happen. We don't care what they want. No. But the sad thing about it is that unfortunately, we small in numbers. And when I say small, I'm talking about small in number. I'm talking about the ones who claim to be woke. Who claim to be woke. We small because we still have a lot of us still in religion. When I say religion, I'm talking about across the board. We are not religion. They are of religion. And they feel, hey, we can work together. We can work together. The dark side of it is this. They're starting to see and understand that they're about to be affected. For all the time that you said, right, we sat around and said, you know what, I get government assistance and so on, so. And we up under the mindset that they would never stop doing what they're doing. But now you got some brothers and sisters in religion that they are very concerned about their medical and their livelihood. That's what we're seeing that now. So now They got to feel that hurt. They got to feel that pain. They got to feel it. Because what? We got accustomed to the handout. That's when we have gotten accustomed to it. And the Most High got to break it. He got to break it. So now, along with breaking that, brothers, there is a sense of what's the word? Self-sufficiency. This would lead to, because we had ourselves dependent upon who? Think about it for a moment, brothers. Whose system is this? We was dependent upon Satan's system, Babylon, to give us food stamps, to give us, what do they call it, welfare, or whatever the situation may be, disability. Nope. With this awakening, brothers, there's going to be there is a hard truth that is happening right now. A hard truth. And that is that separation from Babylon. That's what's going on. Who is it? Teo Ministry. Not Yacoba. What's his brother's name? What's his brother's name? But anyway, I forgot it. He said it. He said, brothers, I think the problem is that we may be too accustomed to Babylon. He said, I agree with him wholeheartedly. Yes, I do. He was not lying. And we may be woke. We may be woke, but yet and still, we still accustomed. Brothers and sisters, my thing is this. If you know for a fact you're getting this particular type of money from the government, and they already threw it out there. They're trying to disrupt everything about the government. Boom. Food. Alrighty. You may need to start collecting your seeds. You may need to, when you cooking and you got seeds, you got a yard, you got dirt, you got fertilizer. Brothers and sisters, it seems like you may just use discernment and start planting you some things. You're seeing what the world is saying, what they're trying to do. And you're seeing people who's trying to, what's the word? I ain't gonna say, well, yeah, I'm gonna say trying to commandeer the food market. These are billionaires. Hey, if I control this food here, I'm gonna have these people over here, and so on, so on, so on. Brothers and sisters, you're seeing this stuff as we speak. If you're seeing these things, put yourself in a position not to be in want from another man who is not serving Yah. That's like blatancy. That's the way we need to be moving. I tell you, we need it. You know what, Sister Cynthia? You know what? I'm gonna tell you something about gardening. Since I kind of find out, they say that you shouldn't plant the same thing over and over. And I don't know how true it is, but that's what they were saying. And I heard that a lot of people saying that their garden was a flop, even down here in Arkansas. And so But don't give up. Get you some fertilizer and things of that nature in a small cup and thing, and just start planting your seeds. The Most High knows exactly what he needs, how he's going to cause something to grow. What you may think is a flop, sister, truthfully, the Most High, it ain't a flop. And then at the same time, Sister Cynthia, the power is in your speech. You speak growth over your plants. See now, brother, here I go again. The Most High is telling us what you have and the strength that you have. And if we, Sister Patty, Sister Patty. So I'm sorry, Sister Cynthia. When you start going into your garden again, and do this, sister, going forward. When you go into your garden, you speak life over your garden. Speak it. Now, you saying it's a flop this year. Nah, sister, the year ain't even done. That could have been just for a few weeks or a few months. Speak life over your garden. Speak it. The Most High is not going to be made to be no liar, sister. He's not. And let's go to any brother and sister out there. Speak it. And especially brothers and sisters, when you got like old, when you cut your grass, take that grass and throw it over your garden. Or not over your garden, as compost. Bring it into a pile. Trust and believe. It's going to turn into dirt. And the good thing is, it's going to turn jet black. When it's jet black, they call that black gold. But you keep speaking these things over your garden, over your actions. And Sister Cynthia, you're going to find yourself getting stronger and stronger in saying this. And unbeknownst to you, you're going to like that spirit. And then you're going to start to understand the strength of what the Most High was saying that we have in us. Right now, brothers and sisters, this here going back and forth with one another, that is an absolute waste of time. When brothers can be speaking a truth for this brother, a truth for that brother, and the more we keep on going back, all right, this brother here, he speaks truth. We don't get along, but he speaks truth. We do not get along, but he speaks truth. That's what we should be saying. But we don't. Right now, we tear down. You tear down the people that's eventually going to be used to build you up. And we shouldn't be that way. Well, yeah, you're in Illinois. So you got a point on that. But I'm going to tell you something now. There are some things, there are some crops that do grow in the wintertime and in Chicago. Or that's if you got the means of doing this. Build you a little small greenhouse. It ain't got to be none extravagant. It doesn't. It does not. Find out what plants grow good in the wintertime and things of that nature. And moving that, I know, like I don't know, what is it? Sweet potato. But I know you get that vine started in that sweet potato, that thing, it just keep on going and going and going and going. But the main thing about it is this: you got to speak over it. You got to speak over it. You got to. I'm gonna tell you about this brother. He's not woke. But this brother, he talks so much, I tell you the good. He just, ooh-wee. When I say he talk, he just talk. So what happened? He was working at, when Sears was out and about. And then he was working at Bosch. And I ran into, and the only reason I found this out, because when I was in Chicago and I was working a job and I was working with this Spanish guy, and he was like the manager of the job that I was working. And so we was talking, and somehow I mentioned his name. He said, Harvey? He said, Harvey is so-and-so? I said, yeah, I know him. He said, my friend, I learned English from him. And he said, he said at this particular time, he was new in the United States. He didn't speak English. But the brother every day was trying to talk to him about the Bible. And then the Spanish guy was saying, me speaking no English. And truthfully, he didn't. But he said, man, and he said, he just wished that he could meet Harvey, because he said, I like to think he taught me English. He said he talked to me every single day when I did not speak English. My point of saying it is, brothers, speak life over any and everything that you may claim. Anything. Speak it. If you have a Gentile that's coming up against you, brothers, speak it. Speak it. If you need to say, hey, in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, hush your mouth and be about your business. The more you do that, brothers, the more the Most High shows up, because you will start to understand the power that is within you. And the sooner we understand that, the better off our situation is going to be. As soon as we understand that, the better off we're going to be. This is that time where we are at this particular time, brothers. We got all these threats that are looming over our heads. And the last thing that we need to be going through back and forth, and don't get me wrong, I understand that's the scriptures, is to be betraying our brothers and sisters. That's the last thing we need to be doing. The first and foremost, encouraging our brothers and sisters. Speaking life, I've seen some brothers and sisters get heated at other brothers and sisters about a teaching. And I'm talking about, brothers, this is the question. This is a question. Why is it that when we start to talk about scripture, it turns into a heated argument? Why? That's not making no sense. Those scriptures are not from the devil. They're from Yah. But why is it that we can get heated over scriptures? Oh, so let's not talk about the debate, Sister Cynthia. I don't even listen. I don't even watch them any longer. No. Back when I was coming in, yeah. Now, no. Because I seen some get out of control. One brother called he called him a stupid MF and all that. I'm like, dude, are you for real? He said, no, son. He said, the disciples, they was cursing. I said, because the disciples was cursing, no, that does not make it right. We think that we can do everything that we think we read in the Bible. I'm like, bruh, is you crazy? Come on now. The Most High is telling you what you got. Brother, you have a power that we have a power that is within us. And our struggle is going to be a whole lot harder. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a whole lot harder because we didn't reach out to the real life. You still got brothers and sisters out here stuck in their flesh. Maybe quoting scriptures like it's science. But the fact that he's caught up in his flesh don't mean a hill of beans. But just take that knowledge of the scriptures, brothers, and you apply it against that flesh. Oh yeah, Sister Cindy, I seen them do that stuff, and I mean, me myself, I don't I see that encouraging and using the tongue to the best of our ability is the way to go. That's what I see. Because right now, brothers, it's going to get harder. It's going to get harder. And it's going to be constricted. It's going to be like a boa constrictor on you, on us. Some brothers may feel strongly about this teaching here, or strong brothers and sisters, take your flesh out of the situation. Hold on to that spirit. Light that flame within you. And when you light that flame, then you go understand. You go understand that brother. You light that flame, you go understand this sister. Because now you done got your flesh out the way. That's what the Most High is saying. That little small scripture, brothers and sisters, that small. Yahuwah said that same spirit that used to raise Yahusha from the dead resides in Sister Patia, Sister Zenobia, who else? Brother Earl, Brother Kenneth, Brother Yah Saint, resides in you. Yacoba too, his brother, all of them. What's that dude? What's that brother name? What's his name? Pastor Kelly. That spirit is in him too. Although I don't agree with him on some things, it's in him too, brothers. We're not going to see eye to eye with one another. But the moment, brothers, I'm telling you, the moment we put that flesh, hit that pause button on that flesh, and let that spirit ignite. Oh yeah, Pastor Ray Kelly, man, what's his name? Pastor Kelly. Yeah, he go understand Yacoba. Yacoba, go do the same thing. It's going to be a flip flop. Oh, and I understand him now. When we start to get to that spirit, light that flame, that's what the devil do not want us to get to. Especially as a whole. Just one of them, just one. Brother or sister, get that? That's gonna be a blow to his kingdom. And you're right, Sister Cynthia, that will be absolutely overtaking. It will be overtaking. You seeing brothers over here saying this, saying, but all up, hey, now I don't agree with what he's saying here, but hey, that's my brother. And I pray that the Most High continue to be with him. Oh, that's what the devil do now. You're right, sis. Let me say, hold on. He do not want that, sis. He do not want that. And they may be two brothers respecting and loving one another from a distance. So be it. But you ain't gonna get them to go against one another. Because now they put their flesh to the side. And that's across the board. That's across the board. The moment, brothers, we really work on that. This is what we need. If you want to talk about an arsenal, that's the arsenal that you need. That's that arsenal that you will want. That's how serious it is. This is the only reason, brothers and sisters, we have all of these distractions now, and they are heavier than they were a few years ago. These distractions are a whole lot heavier than a few years ago, because the devil is he's understanding something. He's starting to see things. There's a light that is it may appear to be dim, but that dim light that he's seeing is a dangerous light to him. It's a very dangerous light that he do not want to see get brighter. But then after Most High said, the light get brighter and brighter. Brothers and sisters, whether you do it or not, that light is going to get bright. And it's going to be overtaking. But let us do our part to be a sharer in that light. That's who we are. That's what we have inside of us. That's what we have. I tell you, don't let it, brothers. I'm not, and this is across the board. Don't let the world bring a situation on us, and then we start talking that we need to pull it together. Don't. While the season is calm, we need to be pulling together when there's time to pull it together. And it's not saying that we need to meet up and all that. Brothers and sisters, meeting up is just like doing away with that flesh so that you can get to that spirit. So that when you speak life. When you speak, it happens. And just like what the sister said, Sister Cynthia, when brothers and sisters get together and they start speaking all of these things, and what they say, be here, be there, and it happens, come on now. You're right, it's going to be awesome. That's what the devil do not want. That's what he do not want. And the devil is seeing the light. It's already lit. This is that flame that the Most High want us to go ahead and claim. That's it. This is a very serious time in which we're in. And if you want to talk about a generation of people that's going to give a devil for his run, for his money, we are that generation. That's who we are. We are that generation of people that's giving the devil a run for his money. And he's concerned, very concerned. Sister Cynthia, the devil, I'm gonna say this, Sister Cynthia. When we was coming up in the 90s, there was a time where we recognized when we cursed ourselves. That's one thing we did. I mean, got past the 90s and we realized, man, the B's and the H's and all that and everything. Yeah, we did that dumb stuff. We did that, and we recognized it. Because if you want to talk about an awakening, now this mature people that's waking up. These are the mature ones who lived during that time, who sing already. Man, I was literally out there cursing my brother and my sister. And you come to understand that it ain't the fact that you just can't understand that. The Most High showed you that this is what your generation did. And with that, he woke you up. Now you understand the strength of your tongue from that era. And the Most High is pushing it now. You understand what you did then, and it was all nothing but curses. And you seen the curses come through. The Most High did not hold back on those curses, brothers. He didn't. He showed it. You went in there calling your sister this and you calling your brother that. Oh, yeah, those curses went through. They went through. Now the Most High is saying, now you taking those curses, you understand that, you believe that. Now I need for you to believe in the positive of your tongue. That's all he's saying. He flipped the script on us, and bam, it's right there in front of our face. What do you want to do with it now? That's what the Most High is saying. You know what you did over here? I need for you to go over this way. You know the strength of the cursing that you did. Now take that strength and apply it to the positive. To build your brothers and sisters up. You speak it, I'm going to answer it. The question is, do we believe it now? That's what I'm talking about, Sister Cynthia. You working in your garden now? You speak life over your garden. You speak it over. And let's go towards any brother or sister here, period. You don't necessarily have to be a garden. You speak. The strongest time, the best time to speak, brothers and sisters, when somebody made you mad, especially if it's your brother or sister. Speak over your brothers and sisters. That person made you mad. You speak positive things over that person. Something that can be upbuilding. If you think I'm joking, brothers, put it to the test. Somebody who got on your last good nerve. And you can say to the Most High, this person came over here and just flat out cursed me up and down. And I didn't do not one thing to this person. But he's a good brother. Bless him. He's a very good brother. That maybe that same brother or sister who came out and cursed you up and down, they come out that next day or that same day and say, look, I was out of pocket. I was out of pocket. It's just like the Most High just struck me and just said, now you was out of pocket. Brothers, you'll be surprised what positive prayers to your brothers and sisters who offended you can do. Don't get me wrong now. Don't get me wrong. That's going to be a test of your flesh. That's going to be a test of your flesh. Because some of your friends and your family, ooh, you'd be like, I need to lay hands on this person here. I mean, brothers, it's when you can really put up a fight against that flesh and pray for a person who offended you, brothers. Yeah. That's when that light started. That's when that flame is starting to get lit. And the more you do it, the stronger your light becomes. That's truth. That is truth. Now I'm sitting up here thinking to myself, like, man, I'm there telling them what they need to do. And I'm like, man, she's like, I got a lot of people that offended me. But this is how the Most High works. So sometimes you got to counsel your own self from your own words. Don't get it misunderstood. You got to sit there and like, wait a minute, we. But it happens, brothers. And this is the time which we're living in. And if you really want to get light your flame, start with the ones that are closely related to you. Start to heal your own family by means of your prayers upon them. And this is the way we should move. It ain't easy. I mean, because I'll tell you. And like I said, brothers, some people, some family members, you may have to pray for them at a distance. But this is the time in which we're living in. And don't give the devil strength to come in and break that cord. And that's all he wants. We are the only people that he is absolutely out here to antagonize, to keep us occupied and distorted, distracted. That's him on us. Because he knows that one day Sister Patia is going to be opening up her mouth and telling him where he can go. And he got to bow down and obey her. When he come up on her and she said, "Get away from me, Satan," he leaves. He got to be obedient to her. Because the Most High said, "Hey, I give you the authority over all your enemies." Y'all better let that sink in. I give you the authority over all of your enemies. Authority, brothers. Let that one get in. And then at the same time, you got to ask yourself, what is the list of your enemies? Just give me 3. Give me 3 enemies that can be your enemy. Give me 3. And the Most High said, I give you authority over that. And that's just 3, brothers. And I'm quite sure if we really sit down and write a list of our enemies, and their brothers and sisters, a lot of the enemies are not people. Let's understand that now. Shalom, shalom, Sister Melody. Not all of your enemies are people. Isn't death an enemy? Isn't sickness an enemy? Most I say he gave you authority over it. Yeah, the devil is an enemy. Yeah, we know about that one. I mean, all right. But the more we practice working towards our brothers and praying for their welfare, and they could have offended you or whatever, you're starting to light that fire. You're starting to light the fire when you do it that way. When you want authority, but yet still, you got this over here you got this this flame of anger going on over here. Until you put that flame out, brothers and sisters, you will not be able to light that flame of authority. You're not going to have authority, and you got a flame over here with your brothers and sisters. That ain't gonna work. Did not the Most High say, leave your gift at the altar and go make peace with your brother? The same apply right down to this very day. The same applies down to this very day. And it's a lot more urgent than ever before. We built up a lot of flames, brothers. We did. Don't get me wrong. The devil was always in the mix. Always in the mix. The devil's he's been in the mix for a very long time. Even with this awakening. Go out, brothers and sisters. This is my encouragement. This is just my encouragement going forward. People that have offended you, brothers and sisters, don't let this go by. Don't let this go by another day. Sincerely, pray for them. Ask the Most High to bless them. If they offended you, and trust and believe, brothers and sisters, we offended somebody out there too. We did. We have. Just pray for them, because the more you pray for them, the ones who offended you, sincerely from the heart, you're starting to light that fire. You're starting to put that flame in. And then you want to talk about you got the devil upset. Do it that way and see what happens. And about everything you touch will be blessed. And that's a fact. That's scriptural. That's scriptural. This is what we need to do. We have all this other stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. We got the nation that's. Now, brothers, now I'm going to be kind of, how can I put this one? You have a people that has a hatred of you. That's going to be a test. I mean, that's going to be a test just on me, myself. I'm going to be straight and frank with you. That will be a test right there, because to see a people, the Most High said, pray for your enemies. Brothers, I'm gonna tell you, when you and like I said, the devil is showing a lot of stuff that they're doing to our people. Like I said earlier, the hanging of brothers, and things of that nature. That's something that you just don't turn a deaf ear to, or a blind eye rather. You don't. That's going to be some soul searching. That will be a soul searching moment. Because right now, I'm seeing a world that's moving in a way that it does not want any help from no one else. They love the position that they are in. And they do not want that position taken away, changed, of anything. Nothing of the sorts do they want. And so what? They fight for it. That right there, brothers and sisters, that's the thing. That will be, I'm going to say it this way. When I seen the video, there was like 4 or 5 policemen, all of them Gentile. They had this brother handcuffed. They had him handcuffed. And they was beating him. They was beating him with handcuffs on. And then they shot him in the back. Then here come one of the other officers, walk up and shoots him in the head. Um, that's judgment. That's judgment. And the best way for me, brothers, for that, my prayers will go out to that brother and his family. Now, my prayers to the people that caused that incident, it will be, Father Yah, you are the judge. And may your hand come down the way your justice come down. You move on about your business. At least that's what I do. This is out of hand. And unfortunately, brothers, it would appear that it's going to get a little bit worse. It does. It does appear that it's going to get a little bit worse. But like I said, this is not the time I think that we need to be concerning ourselves over with money, reparations and things. I wouldn't be concerned with that. The most I said, this was going to happen. So, all right, boom, we're done with that. But right now, the separation, the discontent, the division, that's the thing we need to concentrate ourselves with when it comes to our brothers and sisters. We need to be praying and blessing our brothers and sisters who have offended us. We throw all of that anger back at flesh in a positive way. That's all we need to do in order for us to really light this spirit. Lighting the spirit, brothers and sisters, that's going to be that right there is a necessity for us. That's going to be for our survival. And it would appear that it's going to be individually right now. But the more we all collectively make it an aim to bless our brothers and sisters, and you may not agree with what they brothers, if that brother have not, to your knowledge, seriously sinned, and if he did seriously sin, you pray for him. We should be praying for him. And the strength of our word gets stronger. Sister Cynthia will get into her garden because she went over and prayed for this sister. This sister worked her last nerve. But she asked the Most High to bless her with full, much biblical knowledge. Bless her hands. These are the things she prayed for now. And then at the same time, she turned around and she speak words of her garden. What do you think is going to happen? That garden is going to flourish. She says it's a flower, but it's going to flourish. Because she knows I got to take care of this thing over here. This woman, she worked my last nerve. I'm going to pray for this sister. I know we're not speaking now, but I'm going to pray for her and ask the Most High to bless her. Sincerely from my heart. Bam. Her garden is going to flourish. You mess around, see her on Martha Stewart show or something. They're like, how do you get your garden like this? She'll be like, prayer. But that's how the Most High works, brothers. That's how he works, and that's the way he wants us to work. It's storming in Wisconsin. Oh, I mean, what kind of storm are you having, Sister Zenobia? I tell you, Sister, because right now, Sister Cynthia, yeah, we send a whole lot of vengeance on us. And yeah, there's nothing wrong of praying to the Most High for vengeance. We've been going through this for, sister. Let's just go with the 400 years. But it's been longer than that. This has been going on before our forefathers even left the land. How ways to bring about the coming of okay. I didn't see. Oh, you know, man, it's been a moment since I looked at Dante. I've been and I've been so busy. Oh, it's a lot of rain there. Okay. But brothers and sisters, yes. Going forward, this day, pray for somebody who got on your last nerve that y'all may say, well, you know, we're not speaking and you may not, you know, but still pray for that person. That person, you may pray over that person, and you know, and things of that name. That person may just call you out of the clear blue sky and say, you know what? I know you used to talk all that stuff, talking about we was Hebrew, we was Israelites and everything. And I was talking to this other guy, and so. He got me to thinking, because you said this here, and so he strike up a conversation, something you may have said years ago to a person, but you prayed over that person. And brothers and sisters, let's understand this. You can give off a good spirit and you can give off a bad spirit. And both of them travel. Both of them do travel. If a person got on your last nerve and you right here, you gossiping about that person, that bad spirit goes over to that person. Yes, it does. You wishing bad for that person, trust and believe it goes. But at the same time, whatever man is sowing, he most definitely will reap. So when you start taking the scriptures into count, oh yeah, you starting to understand your speech now. You start to understand it. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing bad about them because I don't want that stuff to come back up on me. It's those people that understand the strength of your words that they weigh their words. I tell you, brothers, let us do that. Let us do that. Because you never know. You may pray over a brother and things of that nature, or a sister, and they could be going through some very, very difficult times. The fact that you prayed over them and for them, that difficult time has lightened up by means of your prayer. And brothers and sisters, and again, let's not push out negative thoughts, prayers. I ain't gonna say prayers. Negative thoughts towards our brothers. They get on your nerve. Find something good. Find something good. I mean, and then at the same time, brothers, some brothers are not going to receive it. I'm gonna give you a good example. I forgot the man's name, but King David, when he was on the run from Saul, he came across this man's herd, and so David and his men, you know, they just took it upon themselves to watch over his crops. His flock, and so David wanted something to eat for him and his men. But the man, out of arrogance, said he wasn't going to do nothing for David. But David just watched over his farm, his livestock. So David was getting ready to go in there and take this man's life. But this man's wife, she came out. I mean, she got stuff together. She got the bread and everything to feed David's men. And she did not want David to incur blood guilt by killing her husband. So she came out with mules and everything and fed David and his men. Now, mind you, brothers, listen to this though. What was it, 11 days later? I think it was 11 days later. That woman's husband died. The Most High struck him down. He struck him down. Why would the Most High strike him down? Because he didn't want to feed David's men. That man was an arrogant person, very arrogant. He showed no ounce of loving concern for his brother. David was about to go in there and take him out. That was what David was about to go do. And then was, wait a minute, hold on. Yes, he did. And David, after the Most High struck that man down, David went back and married her. That's what he did. Went back, you're right, Sister Zenobia. He went right there and he married her. A very smart woman. And she was wise. I tell you. So my point of saying it is this. You may come up on a person. I mean, you just continue to do what you're supposed to do, brothers and sisters. The Most High knows exactly what's in a person's heart and mind. He do. And you're going to have something that's going to be just right. Just downright stiff-necked. Leave them to the Most High. This is the reason why I say respect your brothers from a distance. Because some of them, I'm sorry, it's going to take the Most High to discipline, maneuver, or understand their line of thinking. That may be something that could be passed well over your pay rate. That's the thing. Yes, we know the tactics of the devils, brothers and sisters. We know that. The thing is, let us learn from it and apply it and move accordingly the way we need to move for Yah's great glory. And he tells us this is what we should do towards our brothers and sisters. Light that flame first by praying over people that offended you. Each and every last one of them. When you say, this here is that there, and then they could have came in, whatever, pray for them. In order for you to get your spirit lit. In order for you to get your spirit lit, pray for those who offended you. Because, brothers, sisters, you're going to need it. We're going to need it. And it may be Sister Zenobia who will start willing their spirit when these people, these nations come and say, hey, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Like that man was talking about, what was it? He wanted to kill like 30 African Americans. All right. See, but that's that fear from the devil. This is what he'd rather for you to hold on to the fear, to put you back into a fearful state. But the Most High said, nope, you need to do away with fear. I need for you to light that flame. But before you light that flame, I need for you to pray for your brothers first. Pour that spirit of goodness onto your brother, and I'm going to see that their spirit get lit. It's the way we need to be moving, brothers. Brothers and sisters, you all be safe out there. We seeing what's going on. We seeing what the world is trying their best to do. They're antagonizing us. That's all they're doing. They're doing it. And the devil is going in deep. He understands the strength that's within you, that's within each and every last one of us. The last thing he needs is for a light to shine or a flame to be lit. Because he's seeing it. He's understanding it. He knows the next move. And that He knows the moment you light your flame, he has no claim over you any longer. He has no fear over you any longer. The only fear that he's going to have is going to be of you in the most high judgment. The words that's going to come out of your mouth is going to hold weight. That's what it's going to do. It's going to hold weight that he cannot bear. This is the reason why he don't want us. He wants us to continue fighting amongst one another. That's what he wants. But we moving forward, brothers and sisters, no, we need to give way to that deeply, earnestly. That's what we need to do. And this is just my encouragement, brother, before we get up out of here, is pray for those ones who offended you. And whatever they did, brothers and sisters, to the best or to the strength that you may have, ask the Most High to give you strength when you don't have the strength, so that you may forgive an individual for what they did against you. Because some situations are a lot heavier than some other situations. That's what we need to do. That's my encouragement, brothers. And I got to do the same thing myself. I have to do the same thing myself. But going forward, brothers and sisters, let us start using our this authority, the flame, the fire that we have in us to better our lives. And on that note, brothers and sisters, I would say Shabbat Shalom, and you all be safe out there. And I hope today is what? Today is Saturday. I hope sometime tomorrow, about 12. Well, if anything, I'm gonna post it anyway, and set it up around about 12, 1 o'clock, or some that we come together and to encourage one another. But this time, there's some videos I want to show. I just got to get them put in place where I'm able to, like, all right, play this one here, play that one there, and then I don't want to be messing around with the computer. But let's do that tomorrow. Until then, brothers and sisters, you all be safe out there. Walk on water. Walk on water. You have that ability. And you, brothers and sisters, be good. Shabbat Shalom. Be safe.